Welcome back to News Geelong. Only one more sleep before Father Christmas arrives. What makes the patterns in the kaleidoscope? How do dolls talk? How do building blocks stay up and fall down? The Toys at Play interactive exhibition at the Geelong National Wool Museum answers all your questions, as Meryl Friend reports.
We're here at the toy exhibition, Science at Play, at the National Wool Museum, and I'm trying to walk this tightrope above the city here. It's easier said than done, actually, so I'll try and walk and talk at the same time. I can't look at the bottom. This is great fun for the kids over the school holidays, and it runs until February the 20th.
Yeah, it's actually an exhibition we took from Science Works. And the exhibition uses toys to really tell people how science works. So you've got toys that are interactive, and then you've got some actual exhibitions. And they range from the old toys right back to older dolls, etc. Right through to things such as how they made rubber super balls, right through to much later toys as well, including Hot Wheels and others. And then, as you can see around you, you've got various interactives that the kids can actually play with. And that ranges from the very simple, which is the magnetic fish, where you fish for magnets that look like fish, and it teaches you about magnetics, right through to a sophisticated sound effects machine. And what that does is you can actually record sounds and then play it back to yourself.
Wow, fantastic. And as well as part of the school holiday activities here, they're going to be starting in January as well?
Yes. Every day in January, apart from public holidays, we've got free activities. They're at 11 and 1. We've got basic toy making, and we've also got felt making as well. And there's no extra charge, and a family ticket is only $20. You don't need to book, but it is going to be first in, best dressed, and probably check the website for more details. Yep. These are oh, sorry. And I'm not sure if we'll be able to see that one behind me.
Yeah, no, see it all.
Yep. Ready? These are the zoo building blocks, and what you can do with these is actually join them together, as you can see just there. And their benefit is that they're actually movable, so you can make arms, legs, dinosaurs, etc. And as you can probably see behind me, there's already a dinosaur constructed, and we spend a lot of our time in here actually deconstructing the dinosaurs after the kids have been. This is someone's Ferris wheel that they have started to make but not completed. But what we have actually had made is a helicopter, and there's a lovely example of the helicopter there. And what we do each day is, if we find one that's particularly spectacular, we actually take it out and pop it on the front desk.
From the National Wool Museum, Toys, Science at Play, Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Residents are invited to have their say on the future of Geelong's waterfront following the release of the Draft 2010 Waterfront Master Plan, which is now on public exhibition for 8 weeks. News Geelong spoke with Councillor Stretch Contelge about the visionary recommendation. The Waterfront Geelong Master Plan 2010, Stretch, has reached another revision and looks at another exciting project for the City of Greater Geelong.
That's right. Look, Council thinks it's time to have a review of the master plan. There's some 24 projects that have been identified as potential developments or currently in stages of development. So I think it's timely for us to have a look at how they're progressing and give some idea to developers where there are future opportunities.
And those future opportunities, when we talk about the waterfront, we're not just talking the area where the Carousel or Cunningham Pier is concerned. We're talking a rather long stretch of bay frontage.
Well, that's right. I mean, Geelong's got a very unique positioning on the bay. What we're looking at is all the way from Lime Burners all the way out to Rippleside. So there's quite a diverse waterfront through that area. Whilst there is a very developed component near the CBD, there are other areas that are virtually untouched and natural, and we want to retain some of those. I think there's a nice juxtapose if you can keep what is there with the nice development that we have in the CBD.
And the key elements of the master plan driving at what sort of tourism and also other elements of business?
Yeah, it's really mixed. We're looking at accommodation, we're looking at tourism, we're looking at the convention centre, the Yarra Street Pier, the Carousel, Cunningham Pier. All aspects of it have been identified so that it's very clear to anyone coming into the town looking for an investment opportunity on the waterfront as to what potential uses the council sees for those various areas. And we've got to remember the waterfront was much maligned until 1994 when Jeff Kennett came into town and on his high horse and gave the council a challenge by giving us $15 million, provided we matched it. And that really saw rejuvenation not only of the waterfront but of Geelong. And we've seen some $350 million of private investment expenditure that's been attracted to that waterfront on the back of that $30 million. So a fantastic return on the investment.
Many of the citizens of Greater Geelong will well remember Yarra Street Pier in its old days, a great period of time to think about its future vision.
Yeah, look, the Yarra Street Pier can be a tremendous asset once we rebuild it. So it's important for us to get that funding. The project has now been finalised as far as the structure plan is concerned. The planning of it is, as far as the engineering is done. It's just now a matter of attracting the funding from state and federal government. And this master plan enables us to go both to state and federal government to say, look, we're ready, shovel ready to bring these projects to life. We just need some financial assistance.
Stretch, from a council's viewpoint, just for our viewers, a brief explanation of what we call a master plan process.
Well, the master plan process now is a document that identifies the 24 projects. We're now going to put that out for public exhibition for 8 weeks and allow the public to then give us their views on whether we believe that, or they believe that we've got it right. And obviously we'll take that on board and refine the master plan based on community input.
And that community input, the viewing of the master plan, can be seen at the City of Greater Geelong offices and office centres around Geelong, and also on the City of Greater Geelong website.
That's right, yes, they can go to a customer service centre or come to City Hall, or even if they contact their local councillor, they can get a copy of the master plan out to them, no problem.
The true spirit of Christmas is an important message for us all to be a part of. Father Kevin Dillon, representing the Christian aspect of Geelong, sends his Christmas message, followed with Christmas wishes from the Mayor of the City of Greater Geelong, Councillor John Mitchell, to all our News Geelong viewers.
Christmas, of course, it's a time of peace and goodwill, a time of giving thanks for the birth of Jesus and what that means to us all as human beings, God's love expressed for us. But of course, there are people for whom this time can be a difficult time, people who are in hospital, people facing major health issues, very much people who've lost loved ones. We had a Mass here at St Mary's on Monday night for people who have lost a loved one during the year and for whom Christmas will naturally be a very difficult time without that person that was with them last year, and sort of the empty place and the present not to be bought, all of those sort of things that are there. There are people who are lonely, people who are isolated, maybe relationship breakdowns within the family and so on. But there's a lot of help out there as well. There's a wonderful St Vincent de Paul Christmas Mass that's going to be held, a Christmas dinner that's going to be held tomorrow on Christmas Day, and a lot of people come from different parts of Geelong who would otherwise be perhaps on their own or in very difficult circumstances. So hopefully this Christmas will be for you, as viewers, a very happy one, away at a time in which you're together with your family and your friends, and truly celebrating the value of what we are to one another. And certainly for all Christians, that is given an enormous amount of meaning by the expression of God's love for us in the birth of Jesus, which we celebrate this Christmas time. So a happy, holy, and, please God, very safe Christmas to you all on News Geelong.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. This is the Mayor of the City of Greater Geelong wishing everyone out there a Merry, Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. How good is it here on Christmas Eve? What a beautiful day. Hopefully you leave the bickies and cakes out for Santa tonight. A little bit of lemonade would be good. But on behalf of myself from the City of Greater Geelong, I'd just like to wish everyone a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And make sure that it's safe. Hopefully we'll all spend it with our loved ones, but if you can't spend it with your loved ones, spend it with your friends. But from myself and the city, I'd just like to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas.
Thank you, gentlemen. News Geelong extends its best wishes to you and yours also for a safe and Merry Christmas, and thank you for your continued support throughout 2010. This is News Geelong Christmas Eve, as we go to a break and return with sport and weather after this.